left turn. I hung a towel over the bathroom mirror this week. I was sick of seeing that face in the early morning, pleated on one cheek from the ruffled pillowcase that reluctantly just left behind. And whose eyes were those, barely visible under hooded lids and wobbling bags rising up to meet them? Who was that person anyway? It was my day for using my left hand. A good exercise for the brain, or so I'd been told. So I reached for the toothbrush with my left hand, slipped up the lid of the toothpaste in my right hand, but being right-handed, I squeezed too hard on the tube of toothpaste, so a worm of paste arched up and landed on the white carpeted bathroom floor. Do I need to mention the fact that there was a green stripe within the white toothpaste? The stripe that promised to return my teeth to the whiteness of their youth? Well, at this precise moment, all it did was make an interesting pattern on the carpet. I put down the toothbrush and the toothpaste and tried with my left hand to squeeze out a cloth to wipe up the mess. And then I started left-handed toothbrushing once more, but this time I thought I'd look in the mirror and watch myself adeptly complete the act. So I took the towel off the mirror, started to brush my teeth, and in so doing nearly knocked all the caps off my teeth, and gagging as I brushed too far back on my tongue as my left hand tried desperately, unsuccessfully, to emulate the delicate movements of my right hand, which I usually use for brushing my teeth. I was not going to give in so early in the day. So concentrating like crazy in my all but somnolent state, I scrubbed away, foaming at the mouth and cursing at my idiocy of starting my left-handed day inside my mouth. On to the next task. Putting on my bra with my dominant for the day left hand. Impossible. The hooks and eyes behind my back, I swear they'd moved. Honestly, they'd moved. They were not there. I got so mad. I took the damn thing off. I did up all the hooks, and I got in like this, and up, and over, and below, and my arms. And once I'd finished washing and dressing, I padded barefoot into the bathroom. Sorry, into the kitchen to make breakfast. Now, in our apartment, we have special bins for organic matter, and other bins for newspapers and recyclables, and a separate one for garbage. I'm actually very conscientious about the right things going into the right bins. I also do as we are asked, and flatten any boxes before dropping them on in the garbage so there's a little more space for other people. Okay, left-handed breakfast time. So I reached into the refrigerator with my left hand to get out the egg box, but it was light as a feather, and I cursed under my breath for my idiocy of putting back an empty box after yesterday's breakfast. So I put the box on the floor and stamped on it. Yes, this was going to be a difficult day, as I watched the solitary egg squish out from the crumpled box and ooze through my bare toes and out onto the kitchen floor. At that point, there was an excessively loud knocking on my front door. So I grabbed the small towel that I keep in the kitchen, I wrapped it loosely around my eggy foot, and I popped to the door. It was my, have you seen, do you happen to have, could I borrow, neighbor. She looked surreptitiously down at my feet. The towel had now dropped from my ankle onto the carpet. So one foot was residing in a yellow, slimy puddle of egg. She looked querulously at me, and I looked her straight in the eyes and murmured something about giving myself a pedicure. You really should wear shoes or slippers in the house, she said with a knowing nod of her head. I'm really sorry to disturb you, she went on. I just came to return your newspaper. They'd forgotten to deliver mine, and I saw yours outside your door, and I know I'm up long before you, so I was sure you wouldn't mind my reading it over breakfast, and then I'd return it. And actually, sorry about all the marmalade all over the front page, but you know how it is. I could feel my left hand closing into a fist as she went on blathering about what she was doing today. My right hand wanted to bend down, pick up the egg-sodden towel and give her a much-needed facial mask. But I resisted. And what are you doing today, apart from your pedicure? She asked sweetly. Oh, I've already left today behind, I said through clenched teeth, and I'm looking right ahead to tomorrow. That's nice, dear, she said, always the optimist. And off she walked along the corridor and vanished into the elevator. The rest of the day was just one disaster after the other. Both my big toes are covered in band-aids as I tried to cut my toenails with my left hand, and anyone who is right-handed has attempted to use scissors with their left hand, please sympathize with me. I'm going to stop watching all those programs about reorganizing your brain and improving your brain and use your left hand the minute you get up in the morning. My brain and I have muddled along since the 1920s. We were here before TV, computers, Skype, Facebook and Twitter. We even know how to scramble an egg with our toes if such an occasion should arise. So I'm back to using my dominant hand, and if you are passing my home around breakfast time, I could offer you scrambled eggs on toast. No, sorry, scrambled eggs on toast.